Our society has been continuously developing through advanced technologies, including AI, automation, and metaverse, with the advent of the fourth industrial revolution. They make our lives more convenient and innovative, but the network environment is becoming more and more complicated. The significance of cybersecurity on such platforms is increasing as new technology is introduced. As every aspect of our lives, never mind a technological domain, turns into contactless social economy activities, accessible attack surface is expanding at a rapid speed. It's safe to say that the cybersecurity paradigm is now responsible for protecting national security and people's lives, on top of preventing data leakage or privacy issues. A network defense based on existing tools, technology, and processes cannot change as flexibly as the attacks, which are constantly changing. That's because it needs to take into account the business environment and the productivity. Also, it's difficult to increase the security strength when applying a new security technology because the increased complexity can cause various evasion attacks. The static nature of the network and composition puts the attacker on a superior position over the defender, which ultimately generates an asymmetry in the attack-defense paradigm. To neutralize the asymmetry, cybersecurity paradigm needs to disconnect the cyber kill chain in the beginning at a point where the attacker attempts to make an invasion by rendering static attributes of the target to a dynamic state. If the individual attributes in the attack surface can turn into a dynamic state, a highly active cybersecurity strategy can be realized by minimizing the attack surface and blocking cyber attacks. We provide a stealth MTD solution that can implement this active cybersecurity strategy with the highest efficiency. It creates a more secure cyber environment by complementing defense in-depth system, which can only respond to the existing attacks. Let's take a quick look at the moving target defense before we delve into Stealth MTD. MTD is a proactive security technology which preemptively blocks various cyber attacks by actively changing main attributes of targets. The random change of the system complicates attacks in a continuously changing environment by increasing uncertainty, complexity, and unpredictability. Stealth MTD falls under a network-based MTD and consists of 4 modules, including Network Address Mutation Module, Network Deception Module, Network Reflection Module, and lastly, an automated security assessment module based on attack graphs. Network Address Mutation Module constantly mutates the IP port address, which is the network identifier of a protected server, to cut the cyber kill chain. This increases the uncertainty of the information that attackers collect, thus putting them in a disadvantageous position. Network Deception Module always presents the largest attack surface regardless of the number of IP addresses assigned by the deception technology, which expands the attacking point by using a decoy for the attackers who are trying to access the server. This module operates as a trap which generates a similar traffic to an actual network by virtually forming links, nodes, and hardware with a software to investigate the attack behavior more thoroughly. Let's take a closer look at the Network Address Mutation Module, which is the core of Stealth MTD modules. The key here is to infinitely expand the attack surface that has attributes such as IP and port, and increase the complexity of attacks exponentially to break the attacker's will to attempt an attack. What I mean by expanding the attack surface infinitely is to create endless tunnels that can access the server. The tunnel identifier is comprised of IP addresses and port numbers, and a single IP set is assigned to the server among multiple IP addresses. The number of IP sets is limitless, and 65,536 ports are assigned to each IP address. A large number of tunnels doesn't necessarily allow you to use all network tunnels. Network tunnels are only as numerous as the network service in the server, and the rest is decoy. The ever-changing access path forces the client to synchronize a valid tunnel identifier policy every time through zero-trust-based client authentication. Attackers can detect valid tunnel identifiers for a certain period of time, but during the subsequent mutation period, valid tunnel identifiers for the kill chain connection are unavailable because the identifiers are mutated. For passive attackers, they eavesdrop packets between the client and the server to attain a valid tunnel identifier. This can be protected by recording the packet source, response packet, and packet processing method on the network tracking information. To keep the attackers with advanced attack strategies from reaching the server, StealthMTD implements network deception and reflex technology. While the former network-based MTD research was limited to deceptive defense, where decoy expands the attack point, StealthMTD implements a deception defense model optimized for network address mutations to maximize the attack surface. The invalid tunnel identifiers from the network address mutation are fake, and we're aiming to confuse attackers by producing fake response packets in invalid tunnels. It won't take long for skilled attackers to realize that the packets are fake. So we need a reflex technology to make it seem like an actual network environment. The network reflex module is a sub-module of a deception module and generates similar traffic to the actual network by arranging virtual links, nodes, and hardware using a software. This enables the network reflex module to reach a more enhanced level than the advanced honeypot of network deception technology. It's difficult for the current security technology and various new technologies to go beyond the threshold because they're adjusted to the existing structure, which is convenient, easy, fast, and conventional. StealthMTD from Stealth Solution does not simply follow the existing security paradigm, but it's a game changer to lead a new way. This does not mean that we're exclusive. Our new system as a universal add-on complements the current defense in-depth system with hardware that enables adaptation to the legacy environment. This new direction in which Stealth Solution is steering will require some time to get accustomed to, but our technology will become the go-to tech and make the world a safer place for all.